Okay. Now behave yourself. Alright. It's not going to look very good. It's going to look really bad, and it's going to use a lot of pieces. Yeah, we're back. I had a hard time getting it to go in the first place. Kept coming on and saying the service wasn't in I forget how it worded it. Kept saying preparing, but it never would start. Finally did though. I don't understand why I can't get this to match up the way I did on survival. Maybe it's got something to do with the landing pads, since I didn't use those. This is mostly why I did it, because the landing pad, it's hard to use the landing pads and build with that on survival, especially when you don't have a lot of slots like I do. So I want to make sure before I try this. Okay, how to match this up. I can do this, but it's not going to look very good. It's going to look terrible. That's not going to work anyway. Hmm. Hmm. And if I get rid of you and do it, it comes invalid the other direction. That's just not practical. It's going to look icky and it's going to take up a lot of pieces. Hmm. Hey, welcome back. This is just not working. I wonder if I tilt that. Well, I don't have to tilt it and just use this. I guess it doesn't quite work as good as Horizon's camera. That's what Robert keeps saying. I don't like that at all. It's not going to let me do that. That's weird. Why don't you let me do it? Because that deck piece is there, you're not going to let me do it. What, Tricky? You mean tilt the cuboids? That's actually something I learned to do from Mick and watching one of Sav Jazz's videos a long time ago. Yeah. You just play around with the doors and the ramp. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I'll show you here if you want me to. If you want to tilt something, you just put down a cuboid, put a door in it, put a ramp on it. Whoops, got to tilt it. Put the ramp on it, tilt it down, place it, delete the door, and then put a door on it. Now see the door is tilted, so a cuboid will attach to it. Yeah, it's not my trick. I learned it from other people. Let's see, you just need a cuboid, mirror cuboid. Then it's tilted, then you get rid of the door. It's also how you tilt other things to extreme angles, but I haven't tried that. Then you have a tilted cube. Anything that attaches to it, it's real easy to rotate them. You just keep adding doors and tilt. You just keep adding doors and dropping the ramp. Hey, no problem. More extreme. They do it to tilt landing pads, ramps, all kinds of stuff. Mick had all kinds of stuff tilted. He had plants tilted. He had them stacked on top of each other. It takes a lot of work. Yeah, figures. Dennis is pretty smart. So you can get it, you can keep on going, I guess. And anything you can place inside the cuboid, like plants and things, you could put them in there and place them and then delete the cuboid and they're hanging in the air like that at the angle you want. I just don't have the patience to sit and do that. It's gotta look a certain way and be a reason for it for me to mess with it. Yeah, I got a milestone. Exciting. Well, this is not getting me anywhere. Cool. Did you see my finished aircraft carrier that I did in survival that I put on there? One of the pictures didn't come out for some reason, so I had to delete it. I named it the SS Jade for her birthday. Wish I'd get to the limits, so I'd know what I had to work with. Okay, Tricky, thanks for dropping in. I'm curious about something. I noticed when I was in this mode, was it this mode? Yeah, there it is. I don't have that ladder on survival. I bought everything from the vendor. I don't know why I don't have it. You can climb it. Hey, you can climb it. I just figured it was for looks. Cool. Well, I like that ladder. It's actually a working ladder. What do you mean invalid? Yeah, maybe so. I didn't even realize I didn't have it until I saw it on Creative. I wonder why it won't let me place it. Can't stack. Well, what good is a ladder? You can't stack ladders. I doth protest too much. Weird. I've killed myself so many times on survival building bases. Okay. It's gonna use a lot of pieces. Might not look too bad, but I don't know. Okay, see you later. Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient. My modem acting up again. Oh, I wish you'd line up the way you did before. Oh, too far out. Oh, this is going to use way too many pieces. If you just match up the way I did before, this would be so much simpler. Where was it? Oh yeah. Oh, yawn. Yawn, yawn, yawn. Yawn, 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 yawn. see. If it's causing troubles, let's test. Hmm. No, didn't make a difference. Oh, it just occurred to me. I know what's wrong. Oh, this, I see. The keyboard is just not far enough over. I started a little closer. Aha. Well, that's what's wrong. Okay, so the cuboid, I gotta make it, how do I make it different? It needs to be over farther. So, I don't know what to do. I move it over a little bit, so how do I line it up? How do I line it up? Come out just a little bit. Will that work? I don't know. Don't know if it'll work. Okay, door. You go there, and there, and then you go bye-bye, and then you come back. Okay, then you become cuboid. Here, you go up there, where you go on top. And how close are you? Can't believe I didn't realize that. That's not going to make any difference. I gotta move it over even farther. Okay, gotta move farther. That's what we'll do. you can tell by the way it stacks up here. So, if I wanted to tell you, oops. Oh, that was already there, that's right. Okay. Let's get rid of you. Missed that. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You're not even straight, but let's see what it still won't work. It has to be farther. Okay, has to be farther. Now, oh, that's really crooked. Think you've gotten it any more crooked, I think? Okay. You still won't work. It's only halfway, so. I wonder how you can line it up. Okay. That's not so bad. Probably pretty crooked. Alright, Mr. Door. Okay. But that's not the point. Point is to see if I can get it to... That's what it was. Okay, it was just I didn't have it far enough over. Cannot believe that. So, how do you decide how far over to put it? I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, you need to go back, and you need to turn back into a door. And you need the ramp. And then you need to go bye-bye. And then you need to be a door again. But you're not straight. Why is that? Why aren't you straight? I don't understand why it does that sometimes. Oh, I'm getting tired. Okay. Basically, I just didn't have one side's cuboids over far enough, because I tried to line them up with the other side so they would all be correctly oriented. But I needed to come over farther. Not a full cuboid, but part of a cuboid. So, I'd like to know a rule of thumb for knowing how far over you've got to be. I need to start from scratch. It wasn't the landing pad, but I don't really like the landing pad idea anyway. It's not working the way I wanted it, so why do it? Oh, I wonder what time it is. At least I'll know next time what I gotta do. Okay, I think I'm done here. I know how to do it now. I don't really like the landing pad idea, but I can still make my aircraft carrier. I think I'll work on this later. Yes, I think so.